Okay, let's talk about the future. Because by 2026, the AI world is pretty much going to be run by three giants. You've heard the names for sure, but the real question is, which one should you actually be using? In this explainer, we're going to break down this huge AI showdown and figure that out. And, this is way more than just picking a favorite. Choosing the right AI is becoming a super important decision for, well, everything, from your creative side projects to your actual job. With ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini all fighting for that top spot, let's get into which one is the perfect fit for you. So, you have to understand, this isn't just about which AI is smarter. Nope. This is a competition between three totally different ideas, three different philosophies. Each one of these giants is carving out its own little kingdom with its own unique personality and strengths for very specific kinds of jobs. All right, first up to the plate, the one that basically put AI on the map for everyone. Let's meet contender number one, the all-rounder. So ChatGPT, this is OpenAI's creation, and its number one strength is just pure versatility. I mean, its ability to understand what you're saying and talk back like a real person is kind of wild. That's because it was trained on a gigantic chunk of the internet. So it has a really broad, if maybe not always super deep, grasp of, well, pretty much everything. Seriously, think of it as the Swiss Army knife in the AI world. Do you need to whip up an email? Brainstorm ideas for a story? Maybe get a little help figuring out why your code is broken? ChatGPT is that trusty, multi-purpose tool you can just pull out for almost any situation. It's a lifesaver. But, what if you need more than just a jack of all trades? Our next contender is built with a very, very different goal in mind. So let's meet contender number two, the Guardian. Okay, the most important thing to get about Claude from Anthropic is that its entire foundation is built on safety. Its whole design is about responsible interaction and making sure it avoids saying anything harmful. It does this with a really unique method they call constitutional AI. Basically, the model is guided by a set of core principles. So safety isn't just a bolt-on feature, it's baked in from the very start. And that focus on safety has some really direct uses. I mean, think about fields where the stakes are incredibly high, right? Like healthcare or legal stuff. You absolutely cannot afford a mistake or a bad suggestion. Claude is engineered to be that cautious, super reliable choice when safety and being responsible just aren't negotiable. And that brings us to our final contender. So if the first is the all-arounder and the second is the Guardian, this one is all about raw, unfiltered capability. So say hello to the powerhouse. Gemini, which comes from Google DeepMind, is built for one thing, really, just peak performance. Its secret weapon? It's deeply connected to Google's entire ecosystem. We're talking search, everything. This lets it pull from massive amounts of real-time data to handle really complex problems that need the most up-to-the-minute info. And because of that, it is an absolute beast in super technical fields. Think complex scientific research, advanced robotics, or huge automation projects. When the job means you have to crunch enormous amounts of data or process info as it's happening, Gemini is pretty much in a league of its own. Okay, so we've met our three contenders. We've got the all-rounder, the Guardian, and the powerhouse. Now it's time for the main event. How in the world do you actually choose which one to use? So let's really get into it. How do they stack up when you put them right next to each other? Because seeing their key traits side by side is where the right choice for you is going to become crystal clear. I mean, when you lay it all out like this, the difference is just so obvious. For your day-to-day creative stuff and general help, ChatGPT's versatility is, second to none. For that high-stakes professional work where you need to trust it, Claude is the safe bet. And for those deep, data-heavy challenges, Gemini's raw power is just in a class of its own. So here's the big takeaway. We've been asking the wrong question this whole time. It's not about finding one single winner. The real win is for us, the people using them, because now we have a whole specialized toolkit. The best AI is simply the right tool for the job you're trying to do. Think of it this way, right? You wouldn't use a hammer to turn a screw. You now have an AI toolkit. So for example, imagine you're writing a big complex report. You could brainstorm the first draft with ChatGPT, then run the sensitive data parts through Claude to make sure it's all handled responsibly. And then you could use Gemini to analyze real-time market data to back up all your points. See, that's the power of the toolkit. And this leaves us with a really fascinating thought to end on. The real question isn't which one of these AIs is going to win the war. It's how are we going to learn to combine their unique strengths? Just imagine the amazing new things we could create by using them together. The real question is, how will you use this new AI toolkit?